Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Scared Shitless. I'm Ryan, and today I'm actually going to be trying something a little bit different. Sticking to horror, obviously, because that is our jam. But today I'm going to be reviewing the Carrie audiobook written by Stephen King. So this is the first time I will have reviewed a book or an audiobook. So let us know in the comments if you would like me to continue doing this sort of thing. But anyway, so Carrie is the first novel published by Stephen King, published in, I believe, 1974-ish. It's relatively small for one of his novels. Obviously, they have made movies out of it. They made the Sissy Spacek movie, and they made a more recent one with Chloe Grace Moretz. And I believe there is a sequel to the Sissy Spacek one called The Rage, which I wouldn't recommend. But anyway, if you are unaware, the story of Carrie is she is a teenage girl who's raised in a very religious household by a zealot mother, who has very, very extreme Christian views, and eventually Carrie, through abuse and whatnot, starts displaying these telekinetic abilities, and a horrible prank is eventually played on her, and she takes out her revenge on everyone. So it's really quite a basic story. There's not much to it, but I will say this, in my opinion, is where Stephen King really shines. When Stephen King works on a grander scale, I feel he trips up sometimes. He gets caught up in things that aren't so important. But when he works on much smaller scale stories, I think he is absolutely fantastic. He really gets you into the characters, and he really displays characters is where he undeniably excels. So this, in my opinion, is one of Stephen King's best works. I've read a few actual book, and I've listened to a few others on the audiobook. Misery I've both read and listened to. I absolutely love Misery. This isn't as good as Misery, but like Misery, still a very small scale. Now, one thing, like a storytelling kind of device he uses in Carrie, is he doesn't tell the entire book from Carrie's perspective. This does happen, but there is also use of interviews and other people's perspective in Carrie, which is phenomenal, because while the movies can only tell the story from Carrie's point of view, it kind of makes her less scary because it makes her very sympathetic, which is great because you want to be able to sympathize with Carrie. But the book, being able to tell it from her point of view, means we do get to see how sympathetic a character she is and why she done what she ended up doing. But because we also see it from other people's point of view, and we get snippets of other people speaking in interviews and whatnot, we also get to see how kind of they saw her and how scary she actually was while she was doing this. So I think this was a fantastic storytelling device from Stephen King. Genuinely, I think it gives us the best of both worlds. I think it makes her very scary and very sympathetic at the same time, which is a very hard balance to strike, and I think he does it masterfully. So because I read the audiobook or listened to the audiobook, I did have it on Audible. We are not sponsored by Audible, by the way. If Audible would like to sponsor us, get in touch. But it was actually narrated by Sissy Spacek, who played Carrie in the original 1970 whatever film. So she is absolutely phenomenal at voicing this. So if you're going the audiobook format, I would strongly suggest getting her to finding it with her as the narrator. I don't know if it's available with other people as the narrator, but likely is. But she done a great job, and I feel she really understands the character, which is no surprise considering she did play the character before. Yeah, so that's really it. I don't want to go into too much detail about the story itself because I don't want to give away spoilers. But like I said, Stephen King, in my opinion, works best on a small scale. This is one of his best pieces. Sissy Spacek tells the story fantastically and really, really understands the character. They use some really good devices, so you get the best of both scariness and sympathy in this book. Really, really enjoy this one. I would give this 4.5 stabs out of 5. Yeah, fantastic work from Stephen King. So let me know in the comments if you have read it, if you've listened to it. If you listened to it, was it Sissy Spacek or was it someone else? And what did you think of their performance? Put in, and also let me know, what's your favorite Stephen King? So let me know, click that thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe for more horror content, go check out the other stuff we have in the channel, and I will see you all on Thursday for a horror retrospective as always.